Welcome back. Now there's one thing that I would like to add to our application, and that is while we're saving something, this can take a while, even though in our case it's super fast, but this could take a while. And when things can take a while, we want to let the user know that there is something happening. And by just using a progress dialog, we are golden. Okay, so let's go ahead and create the right methods for that. And you have seen those methods in a demo before, where I just created the show progress dialog method. So let me just create them in the main activity real quick. So first of all, I'm going to create this method that is used to display a progress dialog. So we need to have a custom progress dialog variable at the very top. Let's create that first and then look at the method. So let me jump to the top. And here I'm going to create a var custom progress dialog, which will be of type dialog nullable, and I'm going to assign null to it. Okay, so now we can use this custom progress dialog, and I'm going to create a method that will now initialize this progress dialog, and then it will set its content view to be a layout that we need to set up. And we saw this layout in a demo before as well. So let me just paste it in here and show you what I mean. So let's go ahead and create a new layout file. I'm going to call this one dialog underscore custom underscore progress. Okay, so what I want to have in here, and let me just paste it in, it will be very simple, is basically going to be, well, first of all, we're using a linear layout, gravitated towards the center. The items are put next to each other. We have a little bit of padding, and then I'm using a progress bar, which is this thing here. So this turning circle, and I'm giving it a certain width and height, as well as a little margin towards the right. And then we have this text view, which just says, please wait. And the text is in black and the text size is 16 SP, and it just is as large as the content requires. So wrap content in width and height. Okay, so now we can use this dialog custom progress. And then we need to show this custom progress dialog accordingly. So once we have set the content view to be this XML file, we are displaying the progress dialog. If you are displaying a progress dialog, you also need to make sure that you are you have a way to hide it, because otherwise it will just be there and it will be in the way. So you need to create a method that will cancel the progress dialog. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to create a private fun cancel progress dialog here, which will simply check if the custom progress dialog exists or is not null. And if it's not null, then use that custom progress dialog and dismiss it. And also make sure that the custom progress dialog is going to be null the next time. So set it to null as well. So what would be good spots to call these methods? Well, on one hand, once we click on our save button, for example, it would be good to show the progress dialog. So that would be in the onCreate method here. Once we click on the image button, and I'd say I'm going to show it directly here before I launch my coroutine. So show progress dialog. That's a good spot. And where would be a good spot to hide the progress dialog? Well, I'd say once the saving is done. So which means once the save bitmap file code is done. And the best spot would be, of course, once we do the run on UI thread code. So here, let's cancel the progress dialog at this point. Okay, because this is a UI task. You don't want to run it on the background thread. Okay, so let's test this. Let's see if it's going to appear, even if it's just for a brief moment. All right. So there we are. Let me draw something, save it. You see, it showed up really quickly, and then it was saved. Cool. So that's pretty much it for this video. In the next one, you're going to learn how to share the image with your friends via email, for example. So see you there.